Okay, this weekend we are going to spring forward. That means we lose an hour of sleep and gain more daylight as the sun sets later in the evening. But some are hoping this will be the last year that we have to make that change. Lawmakers have reintroduced legislation to make daylight saving time permanent, which would end the tradition of switching our clocks back in the fall.
Yeah, this may seem like deja vu, and it is, because the same law passed the Senate last year unanimously and then stalled in the House. A bill to end the clock change was reintroduced last week and passed the Senate again. Lawmakers are calling it the Sunshine Protection Act.
Yeah, that's right. Senator Patty Murray joins us live this morning to explain how this bill impacts people in our state. Thank you so much for joining us, Senator.
Well, great to talk to you this morning.
I am so excited. I know a lot of us here in the studio are passionate about this subject here.
Yeah, I think for all early risers.
Yeah, we're all early risers here. So to start, can you tell us why this bill is getting such strong bipartisan support and what has taken so long to finally get this pushed through?
Well, I'll tell you what, I think all of us just dread the 2 weekends a month where we gain an hour, lose an hour. It's chaos for our families. People struggle with it. You got to change all your clocks, really for no reason. And what our bill simply does is put the country on daylight savings time permanently. And by the way, that means next winter it won't be dark at 4 o'clock, which I know so many of us dread. Just seems like a practical solution. It's an antiquated idea, and I really believe it's time to change.
So what are the benefits to making daylight saving time permanent here?
Pardon?
What are some of the benefits to making daylight saving time permanent?
I think one of the great benefits for those of us in the Pacific Northwest is that it won't get dark so early in the winter, which is depressing. We don't do as much work. We don't get out and get any exercise, and it's hard on our kids. But I think just generally having the same pattern all year long is so important. The chaos. I mean, if you have a newborn child and you just got them to get into a sleep pattern and you have to change it, it's just awful. People go to work in the morning. They know what their hour is. All of a sudden, it's an hour ahead or an hour behind. It just creates chaos, and there is no reason to have to do this.
Now, this is the second time that the Senate has voted on this. It stalled in the House last go-round. What's the likelihood that it actually passes in the House this go-round?
Well, we passed it a year ago, but it's a new Congress. We had to reintroduce it. Now we have to vote on it again in the Senate. We have passed it in the Senate before. Last year, the House didn't take it up, so now is the time to call every member of Congress and say, you don't want to have to change your clock twice a year anymore. Let's make daylight savings time permanent.
Well, why didn't they take it up? I mean, I feel like this is something that can kind of unite Republicans and Democrats and get us all together.
Well, it does. In the Senate, it is bipartisan. I'm actually sponsoring the bill with Senator Rubio from Florida, and many other senators on it now. 14 states have actually passed laws saying they want to change to daylight savings time. So it's building momentum. I think the House didn't take it up because all of a sudden they were like, oh, do my constituents want this? I better be careful. So again, this is up to people everywhere to let your lawmakers know you don't want to have to deal with this every year.
Now, some health leaders prefer keeping the standard time, which is, I guess, what we're on right now, instead of daylight saving time. How would you respond to those critics?
Well, what I say is we should go to one time only and not change our clocks twice. I, for one, believe we should go to daylight savings time again because we have such dark winters in the Pacific Northwest, and it really is difficult to deal with. It's a debate we're having. There are people on both sides of it, but I believe it should be daylight savings time, and I hope all of you speak up and back me up.
Right. Senator Murray, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll see how things go, won't we?
All right. Good luck changing your clocks till we get this passed.
Yep. As Bill sighs here.
Yeah. Come on, Congress, get this thing done.
Yeah.
I'm in.
All right. And speaking of which, why don't we take a look here at our sunset time tonight, which is actually going to be just after 6 o'clock, 6:08 tonight. But in just a few days, we're on March 9th now. On Sunday, we're going to see a 7 o'clock sunset. This will be our first 7 o'clock sunset of the year so far because we are losing an hour of sleep, but we are gaining an hour of daylight there at the end of the day. Then in April, we'll have 8 o'clock sunsets. By early June, 9 o'clock sunset. So it starts getting pretty darn late there when the sun goes down in the middle of summer. 33 is your temperature right now.